Yes guys, what is happening? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today what we're going to do, we're going to talk about my top 5 cheap mods to do to a Megane RS. So if you're new here and you're just looking at my car and you're like, yo, what's going on here? I'm going to go through the top 5 mods that you can do that are fairly cheap. So it's not about spending loads of money. Some of you are going to love this because the car scene seems to be nowadays, it's who can spend the most money and who can buy what. So I'm going to go through my top 5 and show you what I think, if I could do it again or I was going to do it a certain way, what I would do first. So without further ado, let's get it. Right, so mod 1 is going to be under here. So without further ado, let's open the bonnet. Right then, so the first modification, along with many others, is under this bonnet. So let me show you what I think you should do first. Right then guys, so as it's me, I'm going to show you. So I have put this fancy hole here for an induction kit because we are currently getting an induction kit made. So it's going to go off there, under there, and it's going to be reasonably priced. But this is another matter because this is not what I'm saying. So my first mod to do to a Megane RS is take the airbox out, stick a cone filter on. Like honestly, cone filter like absolutely changes the game. Like you can't hear any noise in, and then as soon as you stick a cone filter on and stick it there, boy does it make a difference. I know I haven't got the cowling on or anything, but honest to God, you can literally just take your airbox out, stick that in there, jobs are good, and literally like that, and it sounds epic. So realistically, air filter, you can spend anything from like 20 quid to like 50 quid. You probably even spend more than that if you wanted to, but that's just a ram air cone filter, so you can stick whatever one you want in. Mine's a foam filter if anyone's wondering. So literally stick that on there, and that is your first cheap mod that actually makes a lot of difference. You know, when you have like enjoyment of doing a mod, like that one there is like, yes, that was absolutely sick. So without further ado, let's get on to the second cheap easy mod. Right then, so as it's in the engine bay, we are going to stay here. So pop this engine cover off. So literally, if you can see, you see that shiny bad boy there? That is a blanking plate. So this is the third mod you are going to want to do. So if you like whooshes and noises like that, that complements the induction kit so much. Like honestly, it's wicked. And literally all it is a £20 plate you've just put on top of your where your recirc valve goes. So you literally plunk that on, 3 bolts, I think it's 3 8 or 10mm bolts, unscrew them, bosh, job done. It's a bit fiddly on the some of the bolts because it's very tight in there, but honest to God, second mod for absolute sexual noises, it's got to be a blanking plate. People on the forum, I was a bit dubious of it before, and people say they reckon it's good. It's not bad for the turbo because it's not a high performing powerful turbo. It doesn't affect it because obviously you have like blowback or something off the boost. So yeah, that's the second mod, and let's get to the third. Right, so I think whilst we're here, we might as well stay here, do you know what I mean? So there's no point moving to different sides of the car for the sake of it. So this is my third mod. If you're wanting to improve how your car feels when you drive it, this is a defo must do, and it's a good DIY mod, so you have to get your drill out and have a blast yourself. So this is number 3, so let's go. Right, and this is going to be a little bit difficult, but if you can see, bloody hell, where are you? There we are literally, it's just hidden under there. It is literally under there. So this is basically what I'm going to say is, all you got to do, take the battery out. I'm even going to link the video underneath so you can see and do this yourself. Literally all you have to do is drill a little hole. I think it's left or to the right of where the normal nipple is, and you basically drill like a 7-8mm hole, I think, and then put a little threaded nipple on, and then literally take your gear selector cable and put it on that one, and literally you will have notchy smooth shifts. So honestly, it's like literally changing gear, it's literally like night and day difference. So obviously if you haven't got the money and you can't afford to be buying the big boy sexy 0.1 shifter, which everyone dreams about, you can literally have just as much fun. Obviously you don't look the bollocks, and it ain't as good for on track because obviously you're not steering wheel shifter, but if you haven't got the money and you can't afford one just yet, this is a definite must do before you purchase a shifter. So I'll show you my shifter now anyway, just because it's absolutely sick. So let's go. So guys, this is the 0.1. So obviously this is the absolute Mac Daddy. They are doing them from different vehicles at the minute. I think they're doing Renaults, they've just started Fords, they've done a couple of Minis. So yeah, if you're interested for one for your car, message the guys at 0.1 and they'll point you in the right direction. So obviously, you know, when I'm like going like this, because it's literally like that, you're absolutely sending it, bosh, sending it, bosh. Literally, it's not a sequential either, so it's like a 6-speed pattern. So, and then you've got your reverse over there, so it's not a sequential gear stick. So there you go, 0.1, love ya. So definitely, so I think what, 100 quid? I think 100 quid for 3 mods that I've just showed you. Filter, blanking plate, and a little nipple for the shifter. Literally easy as that. I'll even try and link it all in description if anyone wants any of this. So that's 3. Let's get on to 4. This is, I think, the best you're gonna get without spending loads of money, because obviously to go balls deep, you're spending 900 for the cheapest spec coilovers. I think you're spending about 900 quid. So this is the best you're gonna get. Obviously I can't show you properly now because I obviously don't have them, but if you were trying to do this on a budget, this would definitely be sufficient. So yeah, let's show you. So yeah, I can't really judge as much because I'm slightly biased because I have coilovers and well spec wheels, but if you get the normal RS Megane, you can get away with some lowering springs and spacers. Normally 20mm spacers front and back will give you a decent ride height. Obviously mine is very, very low. As you can see, it's just took off all the dirt, and yeah, so that's the joys of being mega low. So yeah, you can get away with like a 20mm spacer front and back. Obviously I've got these fruity 17-inch alloys and stuff, but you can get away with lowering springs. I think the grams ones I had, I think Cook Sport springs as well, H&R, but they're not, you're not going to get fitment like this, like with lowering springs. So if you think, oh yeah, I'm going to go from that to that by getting lowering springs, it still looks a bit high. Like I'll try and insert a picture now, and then show you what it looks like, so you can see what it looks like. But like, I'd say that's what it looks like, you know, if you've got lowering springs, it would probably still look like that, to be honest. So yeah, it's not the most amazing fitment, but if you haven't got 900 pounds to throw at a set of coilovers, this is the best you're gonna get. Right then, so that was 4. I'll run BC coilovers, I think 7 by 9 kg springs, so I think they're more a track focus setup. I can definitely feel it because I've got the suspension on max attack. I like it stiff on the road and stuff like. So yeah, that's number 4. Let's get on to number 5. Right then, so number 5, I think this is a game changer for me. This was, I was very, I would say I was quite disappointed with the car in this sense. Anyone that's got a Megane, compared to most hot hatches, I'd say they sound shit. They don't sound better than Astra VXR, they don't sound better than a Focus ST or RS. I'd say they're probably better than a Golf R or a Seat. I think they sound better than that, but there's not much you can do with them, folks. There is not much you can do with these. So I had, obviously, you know, I bought the car, I was like, man, it sounds so quiet, like what the hell is going on? So it had a cat at the front, and then I thought it didn't have a center res, so I was like, got underneath, I bought a center res delete. So basically on the Meganes, most of the boys do, most boys will go decat if you're illegal, and they'll go center box, delete that, and they'll just run a back box. Whereas some people run a center box, decat, and have no back box. But I think with Meganes, you can't really change the sound. Maybe if you go tubular manifold, maybe a hybrid, or throw a Garrett on there. But obviously that's obviously mad money. But I think you can get away with a standard system more than anything. So if I was saying cheap I'd probably say, because when I had my exhaust fitted, I didn't have the decat fitted straight away, so they didn't do that. And so basically I just literally had a back box and a cat, and obviously because I'm a bad boy for life, like who needs a cat? I like dogs anyway. So basically the cat decided, so I think someone robbed the cat. There was 2 blokes underneath it taking this cat off anyway. It took them days to get it off, but fortunately the police didn't turn up. So now I'm catless. Timing of this video was 2017, so I don't own this car now or anything, so but I've just literally got decat, back box, that is it. And I think if you didn't want to buy a full system, because full systems are expensive now, you could get away with a centre box delete, which is about 39, 49 quid. So you literally chop out the centre box, throw in this silencer, boom, job's a good one. And if you wanted to, decat's obviously going to give you a bit more rasp, a bit more pops, banging, and obviously when you get it mapped, it's going to be a lot better for when you throw it on the dyno and get it mapped. You could get a decat, which will probably cost you about 170, 220 quid roughly, but if you want to try and do it on your own, it is a bit of a bugger. Like, I'm not going to lie, it was a knob, especially trying to do it on the floor. But I think now that I know how to take the suspension off and take off all the goodness, I think I could do it quite easy. I'd probably have to take the drive shaft out 100%, because that was a slag. So yeah, my top 5 mods, and they're not even that expensive. So if you had, you could do most of them on, what they say, you could probably do lowering springs, spacers, induction kit, well, not induction kit, but blanking plate, cone filter, probably do that for like 200 quid, man. And then I'm going on to 6, I might as well say it anyway because I'm here. Stud nut conversion. Stud nut conversion is an absolute must. 1, they look the bollocks, and 2, they're a lot better to get the wheel on, so you can literally eye the holes up, bosh, job's a good one. Literally, yeah. I need some centre caps. The wheels, because they're so like fruity, centre caps don't fit them, so it's a bit of a bugger. So yeah guys, I've had the car now for like 2.5 years. We're just deciding what to do with it next. Do we hybrid turbo it? Do we, I'm not going to say send it to the moon, because we ain't going to do that. Yeah, just a normal car person trying to work on a car, and then obviously let you guys what it's about, what it's all, do you know what I mean? Because I'm not a proper car person, I believe anyway. So I just want to get a car, get stuck in on it, learn what's good, what's bad, what I can advise, tell you what not to do, what to do, and just try and give you a bit of advice, you know what I mean? That's what I'm about. So whether the next car could be a Mini Cooper like that, I'll try and tell you my best theory on it. So yeah, if anyone's got a Megane and looking to do mods to it, comment down below. Obviously I'll try my best to help you guys out, you know that. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.